June 12th, 2025. It started like any other morning at Ahmedabad International Airport. Clear skies, smooth traffic, and everything running right on schedule. Parked among the planes getting ready for takeoff was Air India Flight 171, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner heading to London. Nothing out of the ordinary at first. The cockpit was in good hands. Captain Sumit Sabharwal, age 56, had logged over 15,600 flight hours. His co-pilot, First Officer Clive Kunder, 32, had more than 3,400 hours under his belt. Pre-flight inspections were all passed. A minor technical snag on a previous flight had already been resolved. Fuel levels were topped up, the aircraft was within its weight limits, and the weather couldn't have been better. At exactly 1:37 p.m., the aircraft started its takeoff roll. Thrust levels? Normal. Speed? As expected. By 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 39 seconds, Flight 171 was in the air. And just 3 seconds later, disaster struck. Both engines suddenly lost power. Not because of engine failure. Not because of fuel running out. Something far more bizarre. The fuel switches, which need a very intentional two-handed motion to change, had somehow been flipped from run to cutoff, one right after the other. In the cockpit voice recording, one of the pilots is heard asking, "Why did you cut off the fuel?" The other responds, "I didn't." "So who did?" When both engines died, the ram air turbine deployed a backup that only activates when total engine failure occurs. A mayday was declared. In those final seconds, the pilots scrambled to get power back, switching the fuel controls back to run. But the plane didn't have enough time or altitude to recover. It slammed into a nearby medical complex. 260 lives were lost. Incredibly, one person survived. Here's where things get strange. After the crash, investigators found the fuel switches set back to run, confirming the pilots had tried to correct the issue. Boeing's fuel switch design makes accidental toggling almost impossible, especially during flight. And from everything caught on the voice recorder, the pilots were clearly working to save the aircraft, not sabotage it. It didn't fit any known suicide scenario. So what could explain it? One theory points to a technical fault. Back in 2018, the FAA issued a safety notice warning that certain Boeing aircraft had problems with their fuel switch locks. If Air India's plane still had that defect, and it was never fixed, could turbulence or vibration have caused both switches to move? Another possibility, human interference. But if the pilots didn't do it, who else could have? There was no sign of another person in the cockpit, but the switches didn't just flip themselves. Then there's a more chilling idea, deliberate sabotage. Nothing in the investigation officially supports this. But the timing of the switch movements, just 1 second apart, is too perfect to ignore. Everything on that flight was normal until it wasn't. So was it a random mechanical fluke, a deadly oversight, or something more sinister hiding beneath the surface? Drop your theories in the comments. We want to hear what you think. And if stories like this fascinate you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Rivo TV for more real-life aviation mysteries and deep dives. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.